All right, just Anwar, Urltv News. Jay the Nightwing, man. What's up with you, man?
Living life, man. Life's good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I want to get right into the shits, Jay.
Right.
At the end of the day, you know, you're one of these quote-unquote new RL guys, one of this new class. Yeah, like y'all been putting in a lot of work, and you know, a hot topic right now is new school versus the old school, man. I want to get your thoughts on it. Like, what do you think is the separation, and you know what I mean, just how you feel about that whole conversation?
I feel like battle rap is going in a direction where like none of these conversations really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's all just gonna mesh together, because like battle rap is gonna get to it's gonna get to an altitude that like it's never been on, and when it reaches that, it ain't gonna be no classes. It's just gonna be all of us. Like, there's like the people that have been with this culture for like years, we might still acknowledge those certain classes, but it's kind of like right now asking, remember back when you was like, say 9, 10, 11, you had like a favorite rapper.
Okay.
Alright, I don't care about like no other rappers, this is my favorite rapper of all time. Right. If I was to ask you now who your favorite rapper is, there's a lot of subcategories to that. Am I right? Like, it's like, alright, do you mean right now, or like this week, or like, I mean, we talking all time? Like, do you mean by ability? Do you mean by like who I think like is a bigger star? Like, and that's because hip hop done went so goddamn crazy in the last 20 years that it's like those kinds of conversations are almost irrelevant. I feel like it's hard for me to entertain those kinds of conversations critically when I know they got an expiration date. You know what I mean? Okay. It's like, but I mean, to entertain it, I mean, you know, the new classes, I think the old class just might be struggling to, you know, recognize, you know, the new classes potential and the new classes ability, because it maybe from their standpoint it looks like we're getting the kind of accolades that they're getting in such a short amount of time. Okay. But I mean, it's something that like I can't see coming from any other place other than envy, because one, it's not accurate. You can't give a new generation in anything more or the same kinds of levels of accolades that you can give the pioneers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't. But that doesn't mean what they want it to mean. It doesn't mean we can't fuck y'all up. It doesn't mean if you battle us on any given Sunday, we might 30 you if you take us lightly, if you don't respect our craft. And I think that's the struggle, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the older generation, is that they're struggling to respect our craft because today looks very different from the day that they came up in. And you know,
I definitely agree. It's
understandable. I mean, it's just kind of the way things are, not just in battle rap, but period. The new class, I think the new class, myself included, we're so focused on what we're doing that it really don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, we know what we're supposed to do, we know what our objective is, and we gon' pull that off. Like, we're not really, we entertain these conversations, but we too busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we too damn busy to like stop and like check to see if, you know, my accolades are on the level of A-Verb or T-Top, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly don't give a shit. Like, all I'm really thinking about is the next battle, and then what battle I should have after that, and such on and so forth, and what my fans are wanting, you know what I'm saying, from me. And I'm also trying to pay attention to like what the next step might be after battle rap. You know what I mean? Because this, as of right now, is not something that you can just live off of. I can't be 60 doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, not this exactly. Right. It won't look the same by the time I'm 60. Right. But it's one of those things that I have to like. I have to brainstorm on. It's something that I prioritize over these conversations, you know what I mean? So all right, so to dig a little deeper, where you were talking about like how, you know, the vets are more worried about like their accolades and things like that. Do you think in a situation, I mean, you were one of the first rookies versus vets winners for the rookies. Yeah. Like, do you think that that's something that the vets focus too much on? Just, I'm me, so I'm gonna win, as opposed to this guy is a talented artist. He's on the URL, you know, the NBA of the league of battle rap, I should say. So he has to be talented. Do you think that they overlook y'all, or? I think on the forefront they act like they do, but I think they do give us a certain amount of recognition, you know what I'm saying? I think they do respect us enough. But, you know, for the fans and, you know, promo and shit like that, like, they'll act like they don't, and they're the king of the hill and shit like that. Like, but I think, you know, behind closed doors and even publicly, some of them, you know what I mean? Like, they acknowledge that, you know, we here and we can't just be written off, you know what I mean? And that's kind of something that, like, you know, certain tensions get built up, but it's not. I don't think the foundations of those things is based on anything, you know, sincere, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
it does. All right, so my last question about this, you know, this new class kind of thing. When we talk about the old class, right?
Yeah.
There's certain names that everybody kind of universally accepts as the pioneers. Yeah. You got your Mook, your Lux, you know, your Verb, leader of the Midwest movement, things like that. Who would you say, and this is Jada Nightwing's opinion, who would you say is the leader of this new RL class?
Leader?
Or
it's hard to say, because, and I can't, to be honest, like, if we being 100% honest,
please do.
I don't think any of us could say that either of us is a leader of the class, because of how often, like, a easy battle or drop, he's the leader. It's real sick battle or drop, he's the leader. Kid Chaos battle or drop, he's the leader. My battle or drop, it just keeps flip-flopping. Fawns, like, I don't think, because, like, let's say the pioneer class, there was Mook, and it was kind of like no debate. Like, this nigga Mook was up here.
Okay.
And you had other names that you could, like, throw in there, but, like, it was kind of acknowledged, like, if Mook is Jordan, you got, like, your Rexes that would be like Pippen.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got, like, your Math Hoffas that would be like Isaiah Thomas. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of names going, but Mook was like, we don't really have that in our class. Like, we all kind of like meeting and matching each other. And, you know, I think that would actually be exciting if we did have that, you know what I'm saying? If there was just a dominating figure in our class above us. But yeah, we don't really got that. We all just trying to tear each other's head off.
Okay. Yeah. Well, listen, Jay, man, I appreciate your time, man.
Absolutely, man.
It's Jada Nightwing. I'm just saying, Urltv News.
Yeah.
We out of here.